I'm locked in.
Are you here? You're about to drive your EV1. Ready? You're driving.
I'm driving. I hit the brakes.
Hello and welcome to the shop. I'm Jared and this is the Questionable Garage, and this is a car that needs no introduction, so all I'm gonna say is it's an EV1. In my first episode, we went into the whole process of its history, how this particular one got bought absolutely legally, and now as you can tell, it's getting some work done to make it finally run. So I made a long trip in a Tahoe hybrid that I had driven 50 miles before driving it more than 500 miles, because I want to try to make this thing turn on.
Yo, what's all this noise?
Hey, Dwayne, I'm sorry. I do not have this editing budget.
It's all right. Let's drop it.
It's Billy. I think you kind of wanted to stay low just in case in that first month.
I was really scared. I didn't know who was going to come after me, whether it was going to be General Motors.
Another collector.
Some crazy EV collector who
Rich
really wanted
rebuilds.
this. Rich, I know you're out there. It was crazy. We pulled this out of the junkyard together, as you know, and
I sent you on your way in the pouring Atlanta rain.
we took it to our undisclosed location. We opened it up, and we had water, gallons of water inside this thing.
Who would have thought having a giant hole in a windshield was going to lead to water?
You know, it's a blessing and a curse, because if this hole wasn't here, we most likely would have never had the opportunity to buy this car.
It maybe never would have been just considered abandoned and derelict. So we've got a lot of work to do, as you can tell. I mean, we've actually kind of been working already. So we'll get you up to speed with, as we're tearing this whole thing apart and turning it into the ultimate EV1 cart.
That's it, yeah.
And maybe we'll introduce you a little bit to Billy while we're working too, because like I said, maybe the only one possibly better owner would have been Jay Leno, because his pockets go deeper than anyone else's. But I don't think anyone can be more enthusiastic about ridiculous carb era EVs. So we'll cover that a little bit later too. So for now, let's get a PIM out.
Let's take it out.
Oh wait, actually no, we're gonna go back in time.
What are we gonna do?
We gotta take all the body work off again, and then the PIM's gonna come out.
Well, you've already taken the bodywork off.
No, but not on camera.
I know.
Not in this timeline.
So that's just the intro.
Now
you're gonna go back in time.
Yeah, now we're going back in time to get caught back up.
Oh.
Some of it.
Let's go.
All right, so where is this place we're working on this car? What was that? Oh, a segue to today's sponsor. Battery season is coming. Have you gone out to your car and go to start it? Listen, a dead battery phobia is a real thing, but I have the perfect cure for you. The TOPDON JS3000. Now, whether you're trying to start your 454 cubic inch powered big block Chevy truck, or let's say you've got an old International Scout that's been sitting for over a year and the battery is totally dead, well, it will help it crank. But it's not gonna magically fix the fuel pump. Or you've got a 6.2 liter LS3 powered international pickup truck that's also battery deader than a doornail. Don't worry, the TOPDON's gonna do it. Now, when it comes to features, this thing packs a punch, especially for value. It's got a peak 3,000 amp discharge rate, weighs almost nothing, and it's not just a jump starter. That's right, if it's dark and you can't see, you've got 3 different flashlight modes and the SOS strobe, so someone doesn't accidentally hit you if you're trying to change a tire on the side of the road. Not only does it start a car, hang conveniently wherever you want, or hold itself up with its also convenient stand, you can charge your phone and laptop and other devices off of it. With USB-A and USB-C, you're gonna be able to get your devices charged. And if somehow extreme convenience, portability, ability to charge your phone is still not enough, let's torture test this jump box. It is not intended for really big diesel engines. My friend has a really big diesel truck with an 8-cylinder Detroit diesel. 9 liters of completely dead, cold starting International Harvester fire truck. And it did that with only a 25% charge in the jump box. Now, you've seen TOPDON on the channel before, some of their scanners and other tools as well. It's a brand I love working with because they are incredibly high quality tools at very affordable prices. You can spend more and get less with another name, or just get your TOPDON and you know you're gonna be taken care of. Now, if you wanna take a look at the JS3000 or any of the other jump boxes or tools, I'm gonna have a link in the description box to head on over to the store. Also, a pinned comment. You're gonna be able to take advantage of a Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale. All of that information in the description box down below, pinned comment. Seriously, you guys are not gonna be disappointed. I've got a friend waiting for that discount code because he spent a whole lot more money on better jump boxes, and the TOPDON started that fire truck. So, when you have multiple people working through a complete teardown and restoration of a car, organization is really important because the part that I unbolt, I may not be here to rebolt on later, and we all have different methods. So there is a very specific method of categorizing everything that we're following here, and it's not mine. I can't take credit for it. So every bolt or fastener, we set a numbered sticker next to and take a reference picture so you know where it came from. Once you have done that, you can remove your hardware and you put it in a handy bag, identifying where it is, and then this will later get inventoried into a storage drawer with a spreadsheet that then identifies where that number is, so you can then reference the spreadsheet, pictures, and the drawer to later get it back and make sure it goes back in the right spot. So right now, more for the cleanup and access to the charger, working on getting our front bumper pulled, and then we'll see how much more body work I get off, because we do want to go ahead and get the hood off so we can set up that 3D scanner and start working on that windshield. First major body panel, hopefully coming off. Oh, a little dirty. We got some Georgia all the way up here in the secret garage, but that looks in really good shape. So that's to help keep this from sagging.
It's just holding it up for him.
So that is a really just kind of odd piece. It is meant to push and keep that corner from sagging down from the plastic. It tucks right in there. I've never taken an old Saturn apart. Have you?
No, not yet.
I wonder if that's just how old Saturns are, because this is what an old Saturn was made out of. Plastic body panel.
It's amazing.
Here, you feel how light the
skeletal structure.
That is very lightweight.
Now, as I understand it, these panels, they actually made a holder, a solid steel, what would look like a tool holder, so that these could be hooked on to that solid steel tool, and then go into the paint booth, get painted, and then go in the oven to bake it without warping the panel. So they had to make holders to hold the panels.
So the car would be light, but the assembly was not.
Now, I don't know if that's what Saturn did, but I've heard that about these composite panels from early 90s.
If there's any doubt if we're in the right spot for the rebuilding, that's pretty much the one and only banner on the wall there. And I think we found the right spot. So I don't think we need to pull this right. Oh my gosh, it is. It is hand cut. And more just how amazing this car is. That looks like it's just cut with tin snips. Like if you look, like it's obviously been partially tool stamped, but then just tin snipped. I love this car. Like, how are
Yeah, what were you trying to clear there? Like, was this in the way? We gotta scoop these out?
All right, because we're that finicky, I found a picture of this, well, not this car, a red one being made on the assembly line, and that wasn't cut yet. So the reason this is hand cut is they built this really nice lightweight bracket, but then the doors would sometimes interfere with it. So they were on the assembly line doing that hand cut. If that was your job, comment below. I love when just simple practical solutions make it into a massive engineering project, because sometimes, again, you overthink a very simple solution. So I wonder if they weren't worried about having to remake an entire tooling die, and then someone, like the KISS engineer, just get the tin snips, snip it. Bill, you ready to help take her nose off, maybe?
Take the nose off.
I've got to get this side to pop loose, but support that side.
Ready, support that side.
I'm scared.
There we go.
Oh, shit.
Wait, we got unplug the lights.
All right.
Let's see, is there?
Plug over here.
Yeah, you got to unplug it direct.
Got it.
Okay, so
We got 2 plugs.
undo the socket will be the easier. But you're gonna rotate anti-clockwise. Yep, lift it up.
All right, don't break the light bulbs.
Well, we can get replacements. There you go, Billy.
Yeah.
There's the crown jewel.
That's crazy. Damn,
You got it.
Who's ever seen the back side of an
That's the
EV1?
part number. I don't think 84, 14, 4,
27.
47. Unless this has come from the future.
How much was it?
1507.98.
Dude, that sounds about right. 1,500 for a fascia? Because the Tesla fascias were like 800 for the Model 3s, I remember.
Well, they're a lot cheaper back then.
It's the excited emoji man. So we're getting the front end pulled off. We found a little bit of damage here. Our guess is they pulled the front bumper to put a dummy charger in, and I think
No, I think they just left the charger and they cut the other one out.
I thought,
Oh, it does say for demo purposes
yeah, for
only.
demo. I think it's a gut, because when they were decommissioning these, they probably weren't as careful as they were during first assembly.
Indeed.
We're really curious to see if that has the hand tin snipped bracket that the driver's side does.
We will have to ask the guy who posted on Facebook saying he did the decommissions.
The one that said there's hidden Easter eggs of shorts.
Yeah, so this is hand trimmed as well. That just cracks me up. That it's just by hand. So this is a stamped piece that they came back by hand.
We need to post on the Facebook, ask him why.
The drain hole for this is completely plugged. So there's a water drain hole that runs down, and it's just full of junk here.
Okay, that would make sense why it was a rust bucket and junction box right there. Because of the drain. You know, water was getting in the car, of course, through the hole. Everything in this car is light.
It's like you keep getting lighter and lighter. One or two supposedly in private collection. Well, one for sure.
One in the Smithsonian, for sure.
And then the vineyard, France.
His doesn't drive.
Okay.
His doesn't drive.
Well,
I know a guy who worked on this car who tried to get it driving for him, didn't get it working.
One in Delphi, Indiana.
There was also a guy who commented on your YouTube video, or Declan's, said that where he works, there's 2 of these, and he got one up and running just a year ago or something like that.
well, what's funny is,
Everyone claims,
yeah,
but
there's never proof of.
there's never proof, and they could never sell them. But like, if we had to sell this, we legally would be okay.
Yeah, you legally can.
Yeah. But I already told Darren if I'm gonna sell it, I'm gonna sell it to Darren.
I thought you were selling it Jay Leno for $1 million.
10 million for Jay Leno.
Is that what he offered? Or did he?
No.
We could make $1 million off this car alone if we really wanted to. I'm not trying to.
Thinking about the crossways you could buy.
I'm gonna let the YouTubers have a lot of fun with it. They'll be able to make some money. What do we do?
All right,
Next,
so that's done.
do we have the harness?
It goes down somewhere else.
So we're not gonna take that. It looks like-
Eventually, we will. Just not-
Okay, once we get this off.
or once the bumper comes off. So
Goes down to there, huh?
we'll find out. That's the beauty of this. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
All right, so I need to have the 10 with me. Yeah, I do.
You got the 10?
No, there's no documents on these cars?
Oh, there's a.
We have a lot of
Oh,
documents. Yeah.
so this connector comes down to the cooling fan.
That would make sense. There's also an air filter that's down there that we already removed.
Big old cooling fan. So that's what that
This
4-wire.
is the fan.
Yeah, 4-wire connector you're trying to figure out. It goes there.
Okay, that makes sense.
But for the bumper cover, there's a pair of 10s.
Yo, is that
Oh, look, the other.
is that a hole in the spring?
Cobbles?
No, I think that's.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this for the.
Oh, so Big Mike, those wires are your brake wires, your brake hoses.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's electric rear brakes.
Electric rear brakes, hydraulic disc brakes in the front.
So that those wires dropping down come back to the.
So they're electric brakes.
Electric brakes, and that's actually one of the, watch out for the camera, that's one of the things that we're missing.
The brake control
The
module.
computers to control the brakes that GM took away. They never wanted anyone to drive this car again.
So where can we get one?
I know a guy in Australia who has them, and he said that we could copy them.
Because the module's most likely going to be another GM module.
There's also a guy in Colorado. No, these modules in particular are unlike any other.
But you have to be able to kind of cross-reference the part number, and then you flash the software up.
Yeah, I would hope. All right, it's gonna fall on you. Here's the phone.
More love notes. I've been looking to see if there's like any secrets left. By
Right? By one of the engineers, like.
Get the vacuum.
Oh, yeah.
Another part number?
Yeah. No love notes yet.
I love you, EV1.
You know what's just crazy about this? You know, like outside of GM, who's done this?
Steve Hawkins. There's a guy, Greg Hansen, his business partner, stole his EV1, never returned it back to GM. He died. I called his father never answered.
Oh, trying to buy it.
Well, just trying to connect, be like, hey.
So let's do right quarter.
I don't think so. Like,
Oh. Yeah, if you want to shift. Oh no! You can do the Macaulay Culkin face. And then we need a drill bit to take out 3 rivets. Here, here.
well, let me put this down.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, every bolt has 1 shim under it.
It's definitely better.
You want me to?
Yeah, come under here, take a look, because I don't want to drill through the metal clip.
Yeah, that's the one we're gonna have to
Figure it out at the end.
do.
How do we get this?
How do we get this off with the least amount of damage to the panel? And it's so close.
You just kind of want to slide it off.
We either try sliding it off.
Let these lights go.
Oh yeah, hold on. We gotta be careful. We just want to feed them through.
Oh,
We gotta, wait, that's what we try. I hope they didn't block it all.
boom. There we go. So yeah, that worked
You
out.
can just unscrew it.
Well,
It's still
now
spinning.
it's, oh yeah, no, it'll still spin. It's gonna be a mess.
Ready? We got another one off.
Wow.
What is this?
This is an air duct, so that's the battery cooler vent. So there's an air filter that they already took off. That below is air, and then it goes over the whole battery.
All right, well, what do you think, Billy?
We did it.
Does it still look like a $100,000 car?
No.
We were going pretty well. It's
like
aluminum and rib nuts, but this rib nut started spinning. And I got really worried. So all of our process is, whatever we do, what is the least likely to damage it? And we were both talking, and it was like,
maybe we could slip it off.
maybe it'll slip off. It turns out that is the loosest fitting hole that you'll find east of Los Angeles. Or no, Las Vegas. Or New Orleans. Where is it gonna be? Anyway, it fell right off. No problem. That's gonna be a tomorrow problem where we try to hold the rib nut, get it out. We will replace it. But the reason we're doing this, if you can't tell, it's disgusting. And there's been a lot of back and forth of paint, no paint. I think we're on the no paint right now.
Let us know what you think.
But there is, take it all apart. You can't quite see the cloud. I know it's V212. Maybe we can call it Pigpen. Pigpen, the EV1 too.
I like pigs.
And it's dirty. So we got more to keep going, and we're just
So here's our blower fan.
So yeah, the S10's blower box lived underneath. So this has a filter. The box is there, and then it has this big old duct.
Okay.
That then comes and blows into its battery box.
See, this is what we're supposed to write.
Oh yeah.
2, 1, 2.
Wilson. We got Big Mike coming with a vacuum to kind of keep it cleaning, but the whole thing's aluminum, and we'll quit calling it McLaren glue, because clearly it's EV1 glue. So we've got a little bay cleaned out ready for us there for 3D scanning, but we're not going to take it just yet because we want to take some more dirt off so we can clean up one time. So we're going to get the air duct, the air box off, and the wheel liners out, so we have one more cavity exposed to blow out. Also, our weather strip wasn't glued in, so we were able to, with Windex, we didn't have soap. You got soapy water, but we were already.
Water?
Water.
Water.
No, water. Soapy water.
Water.
Chris Fix. He's from Jersey.
How do you say it?
Soapy water. Water.
Water.
Water. Wood, like wood?
Water. Water.
Now you're also, you're kind of getting angry. But we wanted to get it out so that way we can get the cleanest edge possible.
These are made of
in our
recycled
skin.
plastic.
Wait, what are?
The wheel wells?
Is it made from or are, no, they're recyclable.
They're recyclable.
We got a little bit more tear down, then we're gonna move it into our clean bay. I mean, again, S10 EV, there's a few more of those floating around too here. Does that guy ever do any work?
A lot more
behind you? He just seems to be looking at that same box the whole time.
That was Darren's friend who moved away, and they missed him so much that they put him back.
Fair enough. So we have a lift, but I want to just get everything stripped as we can. So we got to pull the battery box vent there. Billy's getting the seat out, and I think someone left him a little present there. So take your right hand.
My right hand.
Go ahead and cup the chassis. Slide back towards the battery box. Further back. A little more. Right there. Reach up and cup the battery box. Down. Further back.
Hey. Robert's lollipop.
Oh, that's an aging wheels present.
All right, we are tucked in after one day of wrenching. Out of a lot of body panels, that is ready for scanning. We don't know what we're doing with that yet. If one of the colleges suddenly loses a door, we had nothing to do with it. But we have many more projects, and we're gonna see if we can't make a 12-volt system work.
Once it's working, Jared, I need you to make me a nice cone.
The cone just to keep on going back.
Yeah, just keep on going back like they did with the impact.
Get you ready for high speed. We'll finally put some wheels on that hold air too. All right, so we are pulling the PIM. This is basically the inverter on my Tahoe.
Yep.
Big reason is we want to be able to clean everything around it, and there's a module damage to repair.
Indeed. And you know, this is identical almost to what's in the Chevy S10.
Right. It wouldn't make, if anything, it's just going to be like software. That's going to be possibly different, because why make complete different hardware for such a
29-year-old software.
Yeah, easy to hack. So there's 4 big mounting bolts, lots of power wires in and out. I don't think GM had anyone my size on the engineering team. Well, and like we'll pull the coolant, like if it can get removed,
look at this.
We're gonna remove it just to, oh, it's just stuck in there.
We can leave it.
Oh, so close the plastic cap. That is literally just a standard, like a 12 volt. Yeah, so that goes to the battery.
Yeah.
That's a standard GM battery connector.
Awesome. Okay.
All right, and then now you get your 4 big 15s. Have you pulled a PIM out of a truck yet?
Not entirely, no. Did you pull yours out?
No, I didn't need to. Oh, you already did the motor harness?
Down here? No, I didn't. Is it there?
Oh wait, that's right. This is the one we thought.
Should be there.
So maybe there's a socket. It just drops right down.
That would be cool.
So our next step is these 415s and gently prying.
You got this undone?
Yeah, I just pulled the
pulled the
hose
hose.
because I couldn't find a big enough thing. So I think the only milestone we want to make sure everyone's here for is powering it on the first time.
Driving.
You know that. I keep almost putting bolts down. I've always known about the EV1, but like
when they were in the 90s, you knew about it?
Not the whole story.
I watched when I was young. I was like, what, 11 or 12. I was in a local mall, and we had a store that sold DVDs and VHSs. And I was trying to be an environmentalist, so I went to the documentary section, and I bought two DVDs. Who Killed the Electric Car and An Inconvenient Truth from Al Gore.
Now, if we're being honest, I feel like GM kind of got a bad rap about destroying this car, and they were just the villains for doing it. But if
They really
you find
were.
some of the articles where they interviewed the team, one, I think it's more fair to say it's GM's fault that carb era EVs ever happened.
That's true.
Because the impact was under development long before the carb act. So I don't set it down.
And the impact was only a thing because of Hughes, which was a California-based company, which was developing all this electric technology.
Yeah, and GM wanted it going, and they put a lot into it. And then everyone who wanted to keep it, and no matter how much paper, the federal government requires 15 years parts support.
And that was the kicker.
And some of the companies that made these parts for GM were already out of business. If anyone, I would say Toyota is more to blame for the killing of the EV1, because Toyota said our cars are efficient enough, we can't meet the carb mandate. So California was like, all right, we'll relax.
But then it was Toyota who came out with the amazing RAV4 EV.
Well, that was during that whole process of,
Yeah, that was at the end of the carb process.
oh man, maybe they did it to sabotage GM.
Well, Toyota was trying to recall all them too, but the strong consumer demand led to Toyota selling off the last couple hundred they had.
All right, let's see if she starts to move. Okay, so your side is where a potential connector is. Oh, yeah, it does just.
All right, up and out.
All right, look at that, a real EV1 drivetrain.
Very slowly.
That's the powertrain.
This is the inverter, the computer. And that's the motor. And you're right, it just dropped right in.
Which actually, those could use a little cleanup.
We should clean this up too.
Oh yeah.
What's our serial number?
This needed a whole lot of cleaning. Yeah.
Totally.
Here's a Georgia Leaf.
Georgia.
I don't know, it's hard to say. That almost does potentially look a little different than the...
Do you want to go look at the motor? Do you want to go look
Oh
at
yeah, because the PIM's out.
Yeah, we should go do it, right?
We are about to answer a question, potentially, that's never been able to be answered before. How different are the motors? And honestly, that connector makes me think it may be a little bit more than...
I think it's going to be pretty different.
So we took a lot of reference pictures. Obviously, this needs a lot of cleaning, but this is a truck PIM, and other than like not having a voltage output there and a couple small changes, like is that blocked off on there? So this is where the power would connect to go down to the motor. And oh yeah, there's the block off. It's just a solid casting, but the provision is there. But instead of having wires that go to that motor, it's just a drop-in plug. So
it's neat.
But you said there's a place we have to still go see here.
I have a surprise for all of you. And this is why we are at the undisclosed location.
All right, we just walked for half a mile. Where are we?
We are in a very special place. And you're about to witness a collection of vehicles
I see something there.
that have not been together in many years.
There's a lot of S10.
We have 2 S10s here, we have 3 S10s here, and they're all indoors.
This is my kind of temperature. Holy moly.
I'm pretty sure this one's missing the PIM. So,
Well, that's the battery charger here. No, that's the bottom part of the PIM. So, yeah, that's a truck PIM because it has the block off on it.
indeed. Yeah, and one of the vehicles that we have here is a very special Chevy S10 electric because it belonged to a gentleman named Jeff Thomas. Jeff Thomas ran a company called EV Bones, and EV Bones bought all 50 surviving S10 trucks from the military, from the government, and he took them to his workshop in Arizona. And he also bought all of the scrap nickel metal hydride batteries that GM had taken out of the EV1s. And Jeff Thomas upgraded every lead acid S10 to run on nickel metal hydride.
Everyone he could get a hold of. I wish he had got, well, I don't know, I wouldn't have gotten mine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have met you, and I wouldn't be here with an EV1.
Indeed, everyone you
got
could get a
mine.
hold of, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's definitely a couple handful of lead acid still there.
So that's why, yeah, if you look at the truck, that's a whole custom bracket. So that's why there's all the remote parts, because the PIM sits way up and away.
And here's our motor. And where is our whip
Right
coming
there.
off of the motor?
It comes in the back. So the motor's backwards in here,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. So it is mounted backwards because there's the connector it drops right onto in the back,
There it is.
which was right.
That's
But
cool.
that just, so that means in the software, we just need to make sure.
Wasn't the motor also a little smaller in this truck? I think it was a tad bit smaller.
It's hard to tell because it's backwards. Maybe we should brought a tape measure.
It says it in the document somewhere. We should know that.
But so we now know for a fact the inverter is mounted backwards in a truck.
Now let's go take a look at a motor that's out of the truck. So this was Jeff Thomas's truck
Oh, so
with the side step.
he took a standard S10
Oh yeah.
side step and,
And
put
he
it
put
on there.
bucket seats in there. Jeff Thomas was a legend.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like everyone said. Oh, you L swap. It's the same. I mean, it's the same truck.
Here we go. Here's the motor.
So that is
there's
an
the whip.
S10. So is that the one he wasn't sure?
This is the one that he bought first. Yep, that was the first thing he ever bought.
So we now know for a fact
That's an S10.
that is an S10 motor. What's kind of crazy is, again, no one knows.
No one knows.
There's
Now,
so much mystery and just information not shared.
if we could cut this one open, we would tell you if it was aluminum or copper.
Because that's the only other myth that no one
Really knows.
really knows. Some people claim the trucks got aluminum for weight savings and to test how the power was, because copper is technically a better motor winding.
Indeed.
Because
Is aluminum lighter, I imagine, right?
yeah, but it's a higher volume, so you don't have as tight a winding.
I see.
But the power ratings were the same.
I'm pretty sure this truck was stepped down just a tad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's custom. I like it.
Yeah. Need a magnet charger?
My eyes were used to the dark. My goodness.
So
I think I know where more are.
Yeah, so-
if you remember my video, you were also amazed at that collection. That was Keith Billman, who helped me get
Keith
in touch.
has 3 trucks?
He has, yeah, I think he has 3 now. 2 98s and a 97, and he has about 87 magnet chargers, and he sent them all down.
We love that. We got
Trucks we have home,
those are not made by General Motors.
What?
like this electric.
Selectria and US Electric Car. Well, the gliders were made by General Motors.
They were just sent to. What are you trying to get to? Are you just wanting to clean his bed out?
We have some new parts that came with this truck, and we never really looked at them. So
what is in here? What is in here?
oh, it looks like a complete magnet charger for an S10.
Oh, well,
New in box, I'd say.
so that's the truck mounted side, the original paperwork. So it
Stuck
came
together.
with an inductive connector.
And here's our converter. So when they updated the magnet charger in the late 90s, they created a small paddle. And all these were the adapters so that you can use the small paddles on all of the trucks that had large paddle.
The early ones.
Yeah.
So you might need that.
Oh, wait.
That's the vehicle
Dude.
side charger. This is the vehicle charger.
Dude, this might be an EV1 one. This is the EV1 one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because look at where the cooling. We gotta take this one. We're taking this one with us.
Did we just accidentally make our lives a lot easier?
I think we did, but let's confirm before we share that one with the world.
I was like, why are these sitting on dollies? And
Yeah,
that's
we're gonna take
because
this
they were mobile chargers.
Mobile, yeah, they're mobile.
That maybe just worked out in your favor.
I'm taking this one.
Well, you claim this truck, so that's everything in it is yours too. All right, before we get on, we did our S10 tour. We know the external differences of an EV1 motor now.
Indeed.
Which no one did. Let's show everyone what you were too antsy for. I didn't get to do, well, Declan had a hand in it too with his video.
Yeah, Declan showed the world, but we'll show them again.
So this is basically the PIM controller, and these cables were cut. So in GM's decommissioning, they yanked those bolts, snipped, and yanked it out. But what we did realize, we need EV1 software on
We
that.
need to get the software flashed onto this, and
Because that little S10 tour, it's amazing how valuable something meant for fun. We learned so much because the motor is flip-flopped. And I'm willing to bet if we don't reprogram that PIM, you're going to drop it in a drive and hammer,
in reverse.
and you're going to go shooting backwards. Although I guess if you just constantly remember reverse is drive and drive is reverse, it's a good anti-theft measure.
I wonder if the horn will go off, you know?
Do they beep in reverse?
Yeah, the horn beeps in reverse.
On the cars? My truck doesn't.
Yeah, just on the EV1.
Okay.
Yeah. Now this ribbon cable was ripped in our PIM. We looked at some other PIMs and it wasn't ripped, so it must have just been a sloppy decommission job. Fortunately, we transplanted this entire piece over from our spare PIM.
The parts PIM.
That we pulled out of an S10.
PIM, power
Inverter module. They also call it the power electronics bay, the PEB.
Yeah, that's what power electronics bay, PEB.
Yeah.
But inverter is what the whole industry stuck with.
Yeah, and a lot of the S10 guys I talked to, they call it a PIM.
A PIM, yeah. Well, and just inverter is the standard. But those are the big capacitors, which you have upgrades for.
Yes, I've swapped capacitors in my other S10s, and we'll definitely be swapping these capacitors for safety.
I mean, they're a little big, but
They're huge.
now
You get them on Newegg.
I can get to the 12-volt battery. We can do that easier now.
Oh.
Can I get the 12-volt system working now, please?
About that, Jared? Here, come take a look.
It's one reason that's the whole stick of the video is turning it on and it working.
I know you want to see this thing working, and so do I. Okay, here are our junction boxes.
Oh, our innovative, never once before done, except for by Toyota in the 80s.
Yeah.
Junction box computer assemblies.
So General Motors, being their innovative selves, they wired all of the wires from the hood coming into 2 junction boxes, one under the passenger, one under the driver. And then from there, it would go out to everywhere into
the
the
whole
interior.
vehicle. Yeah.
Indeed.
Which is basically standard. These are your CAN bus modules that live everywhere.
Indeed. And this was the driver left-hand side junction box.
All right, so...
And if you look right here, actually, we have 4 holes, and that's because there was another box that would get mounted right on top of this.
that's the hard one.
And that's our brake control module, our BTCM.
If you have one of these at your school, see if that's there. If anyone will miss it.
So if you look at this board, you know, overall, not bad.
I mean, it jumps out at me real quick.
Oh, you see what's wrong?
Yeah. I mean, we got just one shot resistor.
You think you can fix that?
Yeah. Well, here. So there's 2 ways we can do this. You hold that. I love that there's a just electronics table. I invaded it with camera gear. So the simple thing, we can see all of these resistors have the same color banding. So if we come here, see this? All right, so that's going to read. That's going to read. Did I pick it? Okay, so we need 2 resistors. So a 10 ohm resistor. I'm willing to bet. Yeah, she's dead. That one. Come on, Klein. You're better than this. Is that going to work? Okay, so that works. So yeah, so we just need a 10 ohm resistor. That's the other way you can do that. You can pull up and decode these color bands. Like what's really bad is when they blow really, really awful. So the brown should be first. So if you just do a quick Google resistor color band, there. So left to right, brown, black, black, and then gold. 10 watt, nice and easy. So I'm willing to bet I can find a 10 watt resistor by tomorrow.
Oh, you know, that was actually our good board. You have some more work to do.
That's the only one you've shown me. And I was really excited because that was an easy to fix problem.
And here is our passenger side, or right-hand junction box.
That's all I've seen so far. And I was excited, really, because it was a resistor. And Billy, what have you not shown me?
Well, you know how we said there was a lot of water in that car? Well, these boxes, because they were on the inside of the car, were not weatherproof.
I can see it from here.
Yeah. Got a little melty, rusty.
It is
Corrosion.
fuzzy. Quick, I need Tronics fix and the perfect amount of thermal paste. Oh my goodness. Okay. I have optimistic news. We can probably still save this because
Indeed.
I don't think, like, none of the traces look bad. Our biggest problem is going to be all of the logic that's in these boards. If we've lost any of that logic, that's gone. But this is like every resistor practically needs to be. I see why you were just keeping me optimistic so we got all the body panels pulled off.
We're glad you're here, Jared.
I wanted to listen to the radio in the EV1. No, well, I still could. We can just hot wire it.
Yeah.
But I say let's do like actual productive. So Tronics fix or any other really good board level rebuilder.
Please.
What is it? EV212@gmail.com?
V212 EV1
At
@gmail.com.
That's right, because someone had the EV1 okay. V212
EV1
EV1@gmail.com. If you want to be our board level hero. We have some ideas, maybe.
Yeah.
We were talking because we need to find the biggest problem is going to be these brake controllers that we need to find, but losing logic, that's the biggest problem. All of this is just a small, tedious amount of work, and definitely not in a 3-day wrenching weekend. Go to sleep, Klein. Well, let's go put the other thing you bought on the car. You've been begging to do that since the moment you got it.
Please.
Mopar people, you're about to get really excited.
Special aluminum drum and drum brakes service information.
This is stuff you see and you're wondering, but until
It exists.
they really do have aluminum drum brakes, and like, it is so light. Now granted, I'm an above average human, you're average, and
Yeah.
let's do not turn. Oh, because I'm wondering, I bet you that's either pressed in or a spray cast metal lining in the aluminum. So like almost all modern engines, they'll have a spray coating process where it sprays a layer of hard metal, and they'll machine that. Because I won't say there's no way, but I don't think they're using aluminum as a friction surface.
I wouldn't think so.
So it's either a pressed steel liner.
Max safe diameter, 8.909 inches.
What's funny is they tell you don't turn them, but they give you the max diameter. So I wonder if that's just the new diameter. So you want to slip that on and put a wheel on your EV1.
Well, let's look behind it real quick.
Oh yeah, it just needs a standard cleaning. So that is an expanding brake servo. Like that's this.
So
other than
that servo is what electronically expands.
yeah, so on a traditional, this would be a hydraulic wheel cylinder, and that's what pushes out. But instead, has the electric motor to push it out.
Yep.
All of this, very normal. I would not be surprised that wasn't Saturn brake shoes, or like that is a very normal off-the-shelf set of parts. But an aluminum brake drum.
Wow, looks good.
And it turns. That's because that falls under the realm of we can't get.
Yeah, that would be looking at you, someone in the world. All right, putting this beautiful monster tire on.
There you go.
I was to the right.
This with the bodywork, these are the bodywork off rims and tires. It might fit with the bodywork on, but now when you're doing the aluminum, you can take them all the way in by hand. But, and then just one or two hits. A little more than that, sorry. Yeah, go for that sound. Engineers, we are not torquing. We're not going above and beyond because this is to roll around the shop, to go outside for pressure washing, to go onto the lift for dry ice blasting. You're not going to drive it on the right.
We're not driving it. We're going to get new tires and we're going to put them on the aluminum wheels.
And you're going to torque them.
We're going to torque them.
That is perfectly safe. Calm down. Calm down, engineers. It's okay. I promise.
I'm locked in.
Are you here? You're about to drive your EV1. Ready? You're driving.
I'm
Steer
driving.
right.
All right, stop. We got the PIM. I hit the brakes.
No, I moved the PIM.
I hit the brakes.
Oh, well, that's why. Yeah, the front brakes work. You stopped me pretty quick. No, I moved the PIM out of the way.
Okay, I was scared.
Oh, yeah, you couldn't see.
I couldn't see.
Your first drive of your
First drive?
of V212.
Yeah. If it wasn't raining, I would have just sat in the back of a tow truck.
The whole trip up, glass and all. Oh, yeah.
Shirts, get together.
V212.
Yeah.
We got on the back too.
Again, not yet, but they'll coming eventually.
Coming soon. V212.org. I need to get some beanies. V212 beanies.
Everything.
We got to make the wheels perfect. So make the valve core goes through that hole. Mopar people, you are part of restoring. Oh, you got to get it lined up and give it a hard smack on the edge. You can tell you haven't had old crappy stuff. All this delicate.
Okay.
So smack, like push in the center and smack around the edges. There you go.
They don't make them like they used to.
Although the EV1's hubcaps did kind of fit like that.
Yeah, they were tight. I'm not gonna lie.
What do you think the guy you bought those wheels from is going to say when you send him a picture on the rarest
I think
privately owned vehicle ever?
he's gonna say those hubcaps are worth more than what you paid me for all those wheels.
Turns out I should be helping with the spill. They did not fully drain this as it's supposed to.
All right, just as it's done.
Hey, you know, it's better to have it.
All right, well, luckily we can push the car back.
It got most of the coolant out, but not all. So the reason we're doing all this all of a sudden over here, our Barracuda wheels hit the AC compressor at full lock. Yeah, not myself.
I know. You come out.
You can add your audio if you want to.
You came up with a good excuse.
All right, so
Oh, in there, in your face.
so far we've had coolant and we've had Freon. We need to remember to use the correct PAG oil that's non-conductive.
Okay.
Because that is a big deal. Because traditional AC oil is conductive, and you don't want to surround your electric motor with it. So here's your first line ready to come up. It's all on top here, so you got a hole there.
2 holes.
Do you think it's not worth number like
Yeah,
just
no,
to make?
I think it is. Number.
So yeah, what we're working through, because it's electric AC, there are so many pipes all in one spot. And if you guys have ever dealt with it, it is a very particular specific order, and if you get it wrong, it's a nightmare. And again, this probably isn't going back in for 5 months. So we want to make it as easy to get back together as possible. So you want to take your 403. Well, I think we were fine with one. Okay, well, that'll work too.
Yeah, 404 right here. Just
403,
yeah, it just,
and then
simple,
404,
stupid.
and then just number the bag. So then, yeah.
Okay.
And then right there. And then, yeah, okay, you got the perspective. And then on the bag, first off, last on. 403/404. Oh man, we're never going to find this part.
Which part?
This one. You just labeled it 404.
Error.
Someone got The reason I've suddenly decided we're going to do this is let's get the AC compressor off, because that was binding the wheel when we turned.
And also, we
Here's
want to take everything out so we can clean this motherfucker.
Maybe we should. So what we should do is just we'll number the order they come off, and then we can. Last on is easy, but you know, second to last on, third to last on. So second off, and then we'll come up with a good number order.
AC line, right?
Yep, still AC lines. So this will be our next one, because that'll make this pipe easier.
All right, you tape them?
We'll tape it in here in a second. That's a standard GM receiver dryer. I'm 99%. So we'll be able to cross-reference to find a new one. And that new one we don't open until we're actually putting all the lines on, because they're shipped in vacuum.
Okay.
So yeah, this compressor is loose a little, which is interesting.
There you go.
Oh, there's that lower line. Oh, that lower line's gonna be a pain in the butt too. I mean, it should. Can you turn the wheels to the left?
To the left.
Perfect. All the way. Keep going.
All right, sliding out.
All right. Oh, where's my connector? Oh, what is it? Oh, is that a ground? That is a ground.
That's a ground.
You need a 10 and a ratchet. At least this is nice and light. No.
Is it on the inside?
Yeah, no, it's
Oh,
right
it's
here.
right there.
It looks like the tie rods have just been like pipe wrenched for alignments and stuff. There you go. That may be worth trying to cross-reference a part number for a new one. That will not be cheap, but she's a little rusty. All right, now we can undo the 10s that are for the bracket. Oh, and we need an 8 as well.
There's 8.
Sorry. Okay, I need
All right, now this is the mount.
a 12-inch extension.
No problem. Here you go.
So check the compressor
Okay.
for around that side to see if there's a broken, like, ring terminal.
This side.
Is there a broken ring terminal there?
Yes,
Okay.
there is. And a
So
dead-
this
and
is
a dead-
corroded and has been broken for a long time?
And a spider that's still alive.
Nice. What, Georgia or local?
It's got to be a Georgia spider, right?
But here, check out this wire sticking through. Look how corroded that was.
Oh no.
It's literally just a metal ring terminal. It's not a problem.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just we recrimp the.
What was that for? Not the ground, right?
Yeah, that's a secondary ground.
Secondary ground.
So,
Good thing it had 2.
but yeah, it's funny seeing the corrosion. I'm like, wonder when did that happen? You know. All right, that bracket should be coming down now.
I'm holding it.
Ooh, your front motor mount. You might want to. It's kind of melted.
Melted?
The rubber's broken down there. So we'll probably be pulling. That's something where we can either cast TP, like 3D print and cast our own bushings, measure. There's lots of options for that. Making bushings, that's easy. We do still eventually have to get this off so we can replace the dryer, but
This is the dryer here?
yep, the receiver dryer.
And that needs to be replaced because...
Anytime it's open after a while, they foul. They absorb moisture. They go bad.
Okay.
So it is a consumable part.
So now it's going to go bad because we've opened it.
It probably, even with a little bit of charge, it probably has basically absorbed its maximum life. That is very awful.
What's it taste like?
Snozberries.
Scratch the walls.
Can you? Oh, that finished breaking. Okay. Oh, that's very wet. This is going to take a little bit of work with an interior person because it is. I don't know that we can directly reuse her.
Yeah, she looks
It is
moldy.
breaking apart some. Look, it's got the gold.
Is that gold?
Oh,
You got a wire.
So, this is the antenna. We have talked about how the car doesn't have an antenna. Confirmed, it goes up and to the dash.
Is that aluminum up top?
No, this is poly fiber.
That's why the antenna goes right through it.
Yeah.
So there's a frame.
Oh, here, it's number 181. So it had one number, they scribbled it out, put 181, has a 532, maybe made the 20th day of October. It's
1020.
1020. But yeah, if you look, yeah. 181, and I can't quite tell what the original number was. But, so that's the antenna. A big old sheet, so. Until we get the dash out, we're gonna keep that right there until we have the cable free. But we are gonna get the gross headliner shell out, so that can be ready to be fixed. Hey, Billy,
Hey, Jared.
take a look at this.
Oh, by hand?
That is corrosion through your chassis.
Wow.
Actually, a hole in your aluminum.
Only one we saw so far?
No.
Another one up here?
Remember all that water damage?
Totally.
On the headliner?
It was sitting and corroding. Oh,
Another hole in your chassis.
wow. We have some aluminum repair to do.
So, as an automotive engineer, they'll tell you your car's totaled. It's not good considering that is your entire structure,
Yes.
but we will have to clean a lot of cleaning on both of these, and then we'll see the extent of what aluminum is left. I will say, we had to find something. It couldn't be just one spun rib nut. It's a bummer because that is significant.
Again, on the interior, that never expected pooling
Yeah, no,
water.
like of all the spot we'd think we'd find it's aluminum too. It shouldn't really corrode. So that is interesting how.
That's just water for years there, you know?
Yeah, and I guess some type of metal, most likely like steel, because that's galvanic.
Galvanized.
No, galvanic corrosion.
Galvanic corrosion.
Two dissimilar metals. So somehow a little bit of likely steel of something got back there.
Into the
Because like
aluminum.
that side was perfect. Absolutely no issues. The whole way. We just on the front pillar and the rear pillar. And that doesn't make sense for it to be there. So
your theory is a potential defect in the aluminum itself, which after
Yeah.
being with the water for so long
Absolutely.
led to this.
So GM should replace it for you. Manufacturing defect.
I'll bring it to the Saturn dealership, see what
Yeah.
they say.
There's one right around the corner, right?
Yeah.
So realistically, that is a problem, but it is such a small affected area, but that definitely requires major attention. I mean, perfect world, we clean it all out and then TIG weld in a new piece. I also feel like if we can clean that out really good enough, we can refill it with a brazed patch.
Yeah.
But we'll see that's the KISS engineer's opinion. We'll see what the other thinking heads come up with.
I'm just thinking, like, you know, what would we want to do? Weld on some more? The alternative is to just fill it, but then we still don't fix anything structurally.
Well, like it's fine. My finger. I wish I had an inspection camera with me, but like getting to the back.
Yeah, we'd have to take the roof off.
Well, no, we cut the patch out and get because
Or cut the patch out. Yeah.
No, because right here's aluminum. Put your finger through. That's part of the monocoque.
Okay.
So look at all the mold. I'm glad I'm wearing a mask.
I'm glad we took the roof out.
More absurdity to actually get this profile right, to pull it out. They just grabbed hold of it with pliers to yank it and bend it into position. There's basically three metal chunks here. We have the outer shell, in shell, plus the main A-pillar support. So we just don't know how deep, how bad. We actually are throwing some messages out to airline and aircraft mechanics because they deal with corrosion and aluminum. So they're going to give us a structural opinion of a repair. But do we even have to go that far? Is this suitable with just a patch or just clean it and a little bit of paint to stop it? Who knows? We're going to get more opinions because that's the thing. We are smarter than me.
So now that we've got that out, Darren and Big Mike are getting everything that fell on me off. The old flocking or padding. The manuals and books say this was flocked, and what that is basically you put a glue down and shake a material onto it, which would make sense for weight savings because they do it in race cars still. Otherwise, you have a foam and then a cloth layer. We're not sure what it's supposed to be 100%, but that does look like flocking more than anything else. So, and with a little bit of repair, maybe some boat work, we're hopefully saving that headliner. We got the carpet out, which smelled awful. We've got some type of organic matter. No new horrific corrosion yet, which is good.
Not yet. I can see into the trunk.
Yeah, there is a small pass-through. Not much. It is amazing how sealed off that actually is. But
this seems fine, this
yeah,
backing here.
I wouldn't worry about that. So moving on, we're getting close to giving a bath and then trying to 3D scan.
Now look at this little sticker.
Oh.
Calibrated with radio on.
Wait, what is it? What did it say?
Calibrated with radio on.
Oh, I'm assuming that maybe is off the antenna.
That would make sense, right?
For steer? Northeast, southwest. Yeah. Or a compass of some kind. All right, you may ask yourself, why do we have Paula here on a Sunday? We are 3D scanning the windshield because we have several different companies we're trying to work with, and we can't really cut this out without it totally falling apart. So we're gonna do our best to make a digital recreation. We talked about painting it and doing a lot of different things, and we had the idea of trying a matte or satin style wrap. So that's what we're doing. That's the first time you've ever wrapped a broken windshield for 3D scanning. It's the first time I'm ever going to attempt to scan glass, let alone a broken glass. But, but hey, I'm definitely attempting. I don't know if I'm succeeding, but attempting's the easy part. Also, that's gonna help a little bit when we go outside to give it a bath. There's a lot of Georgia still left in the car. All right, a little bit of cleaning.
We still got some dirt on these guys.
Yeah, so
This looks really clean compared to what it was.
the reason we didn't do too crazy, like we've been talking.
Yep, we're gonna
Dry ice.
invest in some dry ice.
We also,
Oh, yeah.
we had like 12 magnet chargers show up.
Hi, I'm here.
Not really.
And Adam.
Adam appeared. Adam was responsible for getting me in touch with Billy, and also for going through and rewiring 9 chargers and finding out which one worked.
Which one gave life to your S10, yeah.
For the S10. So you are a huge nut. You also brought some really cool paperwork. We might trickle in some, or you may save to release.
Yep.
We actually found very useful paperwork for the rebuild, which was kind of crazy.
Look how clean this looks.
Like, it is.
Oh, this is great. This is so cool to just see this in person and like
taking apart.
It's real.
It's
you know, and like you're like tearing into the guts of it. Like it's not just gonna hide in a shop somewhere.
And it was complete.
Yeah, and it's
mostly complete, as we all know.
Complete as they left
It
GM.
will live again.
It was,
That's
it was exactly as it left GM.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Adam, here. This is the opinion. This is the assembly line modification. You're an automotive engineer.
Yeah.
Do you like look close? Do you see how that is just hand cut?
Yeah, a little bit of handwork in there. Yeah, it happens all the time, you know.
But if you watch, it gets close.
It does. Yeah.
So all we could figure is in certain climate it would move just enough and it would pop, so they cut it.
That's probably exactly it. Yeah. And that happens all the time. Honestly, like we avoid handwork as much as possible, but it does happen occasionally.
We found a couple instances of handwork on this car.
I believe. Well, they were hand built, right?
Yeah.
I mean, every single one was.
So what kind of machine do you think made these marks right there, Adam? If you help.
You can feel it.
A forklift? I don't know. Yeah.
A hammer.
A little ball peen hammer.
Yeah.
Or a claw
Just had
hammer.
to clearance it a little bit.
And then on the other side, I didn't feel it here, but right through here, they grabbed it with pliers to correct the windshield channel on the driver's side. And then like back here, there's just some hammering. But you're saying that's like even cars today. It doesn't happen often, but
this would mostly happen like in a pre-production lot before it goes to like first sellable unit. But there are instances like we have a repair section of like when it goes to the end of the line and there's something weird that didn't get done or whatever, it gets saved before it goes out the door. So there's opportunity for handwork, that's for sure.
I think we're ready to push it in. I don't know how well you can hear, but we're drying. The smell coming out is worse than the worst summer porta potty ever. We want to get this out so we can clean back there properly, and it desperately needs it. Ugh. All right, if you guys have probably seen on other channels, those little dots you've seen on my channel, and you've seen that, we're about to 3D scan, and I voluntold Adam.
Hi.
Adam works for an OE and has a little bit more experience. I mean, he's not an expert.
Yeah.
He's just got a little more experience.
I've done this a time or two.
And you're a big fan of the EV1.
Big EV1 guy.
It was really easy to like motivate the labor out. I do know with the Raptor, it likes a little bit darker, so we're down to just one light. We've got reference marks, and it actually is firing up test a lot. You can see those lasers going. And we can see it's kind of going here, but it's not actually scanning yet. So let's start. Okay.
All right.
So
see what it does.
There.
Amazing.
Starting to generate. Optimal. That's just the right amount of little places. It's working its way through. This randomly goes to, and it's just a slow process. And especially since we're doing the whole thing, we're plugged in on the laptop, not using the mobile app because it is such a big space. This thing is working hard. So we'll just let
it's
it
hard
keep.
to find the right distance on it.
Yeah, it gets optimal right there. That's happy there. Now it's too far.
It's hard.
We're starting to get some data. We'll
it takes a long time to.
Yeah. Come on. There it is. Now it's back. Real happy right there. But yeah, we will work through and then see our final mesh there. This is where the arm's really nice because you just lock it into one position and just go back and forth.
No, the arms are so nice for stuff like this.
This is a really expensive, fancy one.
Oh, yeah.
But there's
this
ones
is good
that are
stuff.
like 5 and 6 times as expensive.
Yeah.
That wasn't in the budget.
No.
And I don't have enough followers for free ones, so. It's slow. They're starting to learn more data. The orange and red is where it needs more. Red is generally where it's actively sampling. And then once it gets into a blue area, it's where it has plenty of data. It's happy. So Oh, that, it seems a lot happier with it. Look at that. Oh my God, like, look at how.
There's our corner.
So what we're getting excited about is you can start to see or define as you're looking. We added a couple markers, so that's the body, that's the corner, and it's now able to see and start defining that line so much better. Oh, look, yeah, you can actually see a little bit of the vinyl wrinkle.
Yeah, yep.
So what we're getting excited about is you can start to see or define as you're looking. We added a couple markers, so that's the body, that's the corner, and it's now able to see and start defining that line so much better. Oh, look, yeah, you can actually see a little bit of the vinyl wrinkle.
Yep.
So we're gonna try to scan the whole thing, but yeah, Adam's first thought was like, yeah, as long as we have half of it, I can just mirror it. And we're like that. What's great is when the idea has been 4 different people have had the same idea. It's like, okay, we're going down the right path.
We can do it.
Well, we learned something about the Creality software, or at least this particular version.
Yeah, we learned it. It maxes out at 40,000 frames.
40,000 frames.
Yep.
2,540,032 points. And we had 115 markers on the car.
Now that's a lot of points.
So, how did we do, Adam? You want to come a little closer? Let's take a look
Yeah,
here.
absolutely. Yeah.
All right, so this is what it loaded to when we told it to complete.
Wow.
Look at it. Wait, click.
Look at the hole with the vinyl.
It got it. I think we
Yeah.
have everything.
I think it got all the critical
Yeah,
points.
look, we got the defined line there. We've got that. We have that upper corner. We have a little bit of the roof. I mean, look, you can see that wax crayon mark.
Yep.
You can see where the vinyl was a little bit roughed. You can see where we overlaid the vinyl.
Yeah, and even at the end where I was just kind of messing around getting the void, it still pulled it in and created the mesh.
Yeah,
which is good.
it finished it out all out. So that's the hole.
It's got a good closed mesh, which makes
Yep.
it a lot easier to work with.
So it's got that, and yeah, and we have the full contour there.
Yeah.
How's it
Oh,
look
that's
from the
really
backside? Very red.
Very smooth.
Super smooth.
Let's just see this line on that side.
Yeah.
Yeah, solid.
Plus, we have the corner points, which we can mirror. I have a mouse we can plug in, but
Yeah.
look at that scan.
Yeah. It's gonna be
Thank you,
something.
Creality.
Yeah.
The first privately scanned. Oh, whoops, sorry. Knocking the camera around. I appreciate you installed the Jared seat. I
You fit much better. You fit much better.
Much better. All right, so you guys have had this out before,
Yeah, we need the torque for that.
and then I figured we'll do.
10?
Oh no, that's gonna be like a 25 or.
It's much smaller.
But yeah, I figured we'll wrench and get to know this weird person, Billy, because the internet has been very confused. Oh, we might need Alan. Or is that a box in there too? Or did that come with it?
Yeah, that all comes out as one piece right here.
Okay. So you know, most of my viewers are petrol heads.
Yeah.
What are you, an EV head? I mean, juice head?
You know, I consider EVs just computers on wheels.
So you're a computer nerd needing to get around. So you navigated into the EV, which makes sense.
Yeah.
So this hasn't been fully out, or did they get it?
No, I had it fully out.
Okay.
This was a lot worse than it looks right now.
That's sad. So your first car.
My first car. Well, you know, when I had watched Who Killed the Electric Car, I'm young and Googling how do I buy one of these. And you know what? You know what the common EV was that was available at that time? It was the Zap Zebra. Have you seen those? The 3-wheel motorcycles
Yeah.
that were recalled.
So the Zap Zebra is a close cousin to the Schneider with the Cherry engine that I got running and driving for the museum.
Oh.
So I was going to show.
Okay, tell them.
So that's your lock and run. Actually, let's be smarter.
It was a T25, right?
Yep. So your window switches, up and down. Again, the cabin preconditioned, so you can, if it's going to be cold or anything, you can have your cabin set to already run the heater. I wonder what the difference is defog and de-ice. Probably the amount of heat it sends down on the electric window.
Indeed, and I would imagine de-ice is heated windshield.
But defog would be too, because there's no air.
True.
So I guess it's just two different temperatures. Coast down, is that?
That turns
So that's-
regen off.
Turns regen off, so you just kind of, if you're going down a really long downhill with no turns,
It's more efficient to coast.
and that is where your overdrive button would be. I am pretty sure that is just a Saturn stick right there, that top half, and it says coast down instead of overdrive.
And then don't forget, that's how you start the car as well.
Oh yeah, we covered that the first. Yeah, so you got a code,
And then you gotta hit run.
8675309.
Not gonna tell anyone my code.
How many people are old enough to watch? I think most of my viewers understand that. I hope.
8675309.
I don't have to worry about copyright for that. So,
What's the with the 30-year-old duct tape though?
I don't know.
That doesn't look 30 years old, does it?
Did they just? No, they wouldn't have just applied that.
No,
it does.
It's 30 years old. Okay. Yeah. Oh look, model number. Kokomo, Indiana. What are you feeling?
So your options were a Zap.
A Zap Zebra. Yeah, and you know, I grew up in a middle-class family. My parents didn't go to college, so there wasn't a lot of money going around. So I never bought a car. I drove my brother's cars because I have 4 older brothers.
The hand-me-down. I mean, that's better than hand-me-down clothes, I think.
Then I was lucky. I went to college in a city. Didn't need a car. And then I moved out to California to start working for Apple. Quickly realized I needed a car. And that was right in 2018.
Oh no, I know exactly where the story's going.
And the brand new EV on the market that was affordable was the Tesla Model 3.
Did you get the silver one?
I got the dark silver one, the metallic, dark gray.
Not the 1 year silver.
No, not the light silver, the dark gray.
Oh, we need it.
I got the long range, all-wheel drive. Thing
So-
was a beast.
The fast one, yeah.
Yeah, and let's just say we had a lot of fun with that car.
I'm gonna grab 422. We'll bag that radio. And then, how did you get into the carbs?
Well, you know, I always knew about the carb cars. You know, I wanted an EV1, I wanted a RAV4, and I had no reason to buy one in my first year in California. But after owning that Tesla for just under a year,
1 year of Tesla ownership, you decided you couldn't own it anymore.
I wish that was the case. Unfortunately, I was in a horrific car accident. There was a gentleman who was driving his Tesla Model 3, all-wheel drive, long range.
Tesla on Tesla
His was
grind.
blue. Yeah, his was blue. He went through a stop sign in San Francisco and T-boned me. Injured me. I had terrible pain. Big lawsuit. It was really sad. Totaled the cars, all the cars. And it was through that experience where I realized I shouldn't be spending 60 grand on a Tesla again. Especially when I was fresh out of college and
Just getting started.
just getting started.
fresh people kind of get chewed through sometimes until you're actually
Totally.
proven to be good.
I was living with my best friend, Steve, and he's a big car head. You know, his baby is a 1974 Ford Maverick. Looks brand new. It's amazing.
You're just surrounded by obscure cars. It's an awesome car, but I mean, there's a dozen people who are going to be like, "Ooh, Ford Maverick."
But he was the one who really, gave me the confidence to go and seek out other options.
So where I would go out and find an old Mopar or something that's been sitting and is awful for many years, you decided to do that for the modern EVs. I think we're to the repair manual to make sure we don't break that.
I'm pretty sure it's these guys.
No, those are rivets.
Yeah, those have to get drilled.
No. I
That's
think
not connected to this.
the radio needs to come out because I'm guessing we're going to have two blind bolts and then this is going to come out. Also, thank you everyone. I'm trying to get to everyone who sent emails about the EV1. There's a lot of you. There are a ton of engineers who worked on this car. Maybe we'll try to make sure to get a picture of the team photo before long. But
All right, we have to put a flathead in there.
In from the side.
Yeah, hold on, let's go back one.
Okay, so yeah, right here's a hole. Right there.
Yep, I see it.
So it's saying we just push it in there.
Push
and
downward, then forward on the screwdriver handle, lifting the lock tab upward and the radio rearward simultaneously. The radio should move rearward enough so that it can be pulled out the rest of the way by hand.
Rearward, as in rear of the car.
Yes.
Because when I hear rearward, I'm thinking we're going rear of the radio,
Yeah.
but it's... All right, so you're looking for... So we'll need some flatheads in here.
Yeah,
But before... You're looking for a hoopty.
Oh, so
EV.
I'm looking for any EV, you know, any affordable EV, and you know, I almost bought a Coda, and I am so happy I didn't.
Our friend Robert has been given Codas, and I think he wish he hadn't been given Codas.
But then there was a very obscure Craigslist ad in San Jose, California, for a 1994 Geo Prism electric.
Of all the obscures...
And I gotta say, that car taught me a lot. I bought it, it didn't run. The guy promised me it just needed 1 or 2 lead acid swapped.
Is it not amazing the number of carb... So, in the automotive world, ran one park just needs a fuel cleaning or a carb cleaning. It just needs a battery or two, and it'll be...
Needs a battery, yeah. We dropped the pack, massive pack, bolted to the bottom of the Prism. 26 times 2... 52 lead acid batteries made that thing go. It was crazy. Yeah, none of the batteries were good. I had to replace them all. And we had replaced the battery, and then it still wasn't working. There was a fault somewhere, and I found out that it had bad potentiometer. So I needed to replace the pots, and then that thing drove.
So potentiometer in the EV world, that's basically your throttle pedal. It's using what we call in the fuel injection world a throttle position sensor, just a 0 to 100%. So the potentiometer, although on that, it's not... What was that one where it actually went to a BCM, or was it the actual current flowing through the pedal?
That's where it went to what we call the Dolphin. The Dolphin was the precursor to the EV1 motor controller. It was developed by Hughes, and that was a charger and the BPCM and the PIM all in one.
So all your computers in one. So you were actually moving a sensor, not...
Correct.
Because was it the Think City and some of the... They basically had the golf cart, a lot of the older golf carts. You went faster because the electricity was flowing through the pedal through a different amount of resistor out to the motors. So you carried all your high voltage at your foot.
Crazy.
Well, I think most of them had mechanical linkages to one of those separate from you, but still. So, okay. So, surprisingly advanced for 93.
Yeah.
So we need big ones, and it's like I'm just trying to feel around. I
gotta get the screwdrivers, right?
Yeah, 2 fairly large flatheads. They're literally just blind holes for us to go into, so I guess just put it in the hole and kind of gently start pushing until you maybe feel something. And we might be dealing with something that was meant to move. Like, I'm in what feels like it could be it, but I see nothing in movement-wise. Like, we're wiggling. There's someone who's done this job and is just like, you idiots. It's so easy. You just put it in at a 42-degree angle, lift.
Lifting the lock tab upward.
It says sliding it down slightly and then you rotate up. We need to go in 6 inches.
About that?
Yep. So it's describing as going in 6 inches and then lifting upwards.
Do we go straight in?
Yeah, from everything. But I can't really go straight in.
This is going to be a doozy.
Because I actually feel like this dash is going to come easy once we can get this.
Is this not interesting?
I mean, look, that's definitely at least 6 inches. Like, this isn't even guy measurements. That's just... So I can't even push 6 inches before I hit something.
Bringing the Lego removers out here for this? Not gonna help.
No, because there's definitely a rear lock we need to undo first. I mean, it won't hurt to get
Okay,
some...
oh look, so I have a view of your screwdriver now.
Okay.
Okay, so you are under it.
Let me try video.
Yeah, just like that. You see your screwdriver?
So I'm not even close to...
No, you're under it.
Wait, why did you not give me the light? You knocked my screwdriver out.
Sorry.
On.
There you go.
Wait, so... there's not even a... What are they talking about? A lock tab? Like... So... Oh, okay. I only see it on your side.
That would make sense, since that's what the book shows.
Well, I just assume... So... here, reach your head and you see...
I see that. Oh,
Yeah, right there. Whoop.
okay.
Why didn't we suddenly zoom in? So that should push down.
So I want to be under it, or I
No,
want
on top.
like that?
Yeah. Push down.
Well, are you sure on top?
Yeah, because that's a lock tab. That would need to go down. Oh, no, maybe it's that black tab. That rusty tab. Yeah, because that rusty tab is 6 inches in. That other one is guy mathing. So I feel like that clip needs to push upwards. So I almost wonder if, because we have the center console out first...
Hey, Jared.
Here.
Oh, you could just get it that way?
I think.
Okay,
But, just... Okay, wait, yeah. So that's now pushed up and clear.
Okay, so now I could push from the back here.
Maybe. It also is not helping that there's a lot of substantial rust.
That's all rusted together.
But that is the only spring clip anywhere I can find. Alright, so you're in a Geo Prism.
Geo Prism EV. I got it working February 2020. And
Had the roads to yourself.
yep, I got it, and I brought it to the DMV the day before the DMV shut down to get it registered. And what a joy that was until I moved into the Saratoga Hills, and I realized that that thing could not make it up the hills.
I bet it was great going down.
Want a longer one?
So it's like twisting. No, keep that. I've got it. I've got it. Wedging.
Not really free yet.
Wait, I got a little movement. We got a little movement,
All right.
I think. Does it look like it's moved to you?
Oh yeah, it's definitely come out. Oh.
I no longer feel bad why we couldn't just magically insert a screwdriver. It was rusted. Solid. But that little tiny spring clip where I bent slightly, that was indeed it. We might be part number hunting to see if there's a sister radio for that.
Right here.
So that's probably a standard GM radio of the era.
Yeah. Nice,
Definitely rusty.
nice Delco radio.
Okay, so you're now in the mountains and your favorite EV is no longer EVing enough.
Yep. But you know, it didn't stop me. It barely made it. I lived on the hill, and when I would drive home, if I couldn't make it up the hill, luckily I had a very nice neighbor at the bottom of the hill that would let me charge up.
I thought you were gonna say he just drug you up the hill. He let you charge each day.
No, whenever I brought my friends in my car, I'd make them get out at the bottom of the hill and walk up. It wasn't practical. Right there.
Oh.
Nasty.
Oh. How does a piece of plastic with a tiny bit of foam stink? Guys, smell that. All right, so you now have a horde of broken electric vehicles.
Yep, I got the Selectria fixed. I drove that, and then I sold the other one, and I sold the gas convertible. Yep.
Mr. No Gas, all brake.
So at this point in my life, I have the Geo Prism and I have the Geo Metro, and the Metro quickly becomes the better car until this gentleman, Douglas Kerr, sends a note out to the RAV4 EV mailing list, which I'm on. And he says, hey, I've had this RAV4 EV since I bought it new. And I took it to a car wash, and the whole car is shut off. It's been sitting outside my house for a month. Does anyone want it? So I reached out, I said, I'll give you $500 for it if we don't know what's wrong with it. So he says, great, come up and meet me. So I go up there, I meet him. I took my friend's car to get there. I meet him, and he gives me the key. He puts it into the ignition. He turns it. Nothing happens. And he goes, you see? It's broken. So I said, okay. Give him his money. We go to the DMV, transfer the title, and I call AAA to bring that thing home. Jared, what's the first thing you do with a car?
Check the 12-volt battery.
Check the 12-volt battery.
Doesn't matter what it is, hybrid, standard, everything.
Yep. So I put a new battery in. The car was fully charged, and I drove it right up the hill. And that was a very nice moment. And then that became my daily driver for a year. Until General Motors was giving away those Chevy Bolt leases.
Oh, yeah.
In California. And I said, okay, I got to get one of those now. And that's what I got. I got a Chevy Bolt. So now I got 4 cars. And I realized I don't need all these cars. But fortunately, one of my friends needed a car, so I let her drive my Bolt.
I mean, I guess that's the nice thing to do. Let your friend drive the new, reliable car.
Yeah, totally.
So when I said in my video, the best possible steward, again, we have revived and we drive modern junk. And everyone would say, you can't do that with EVs. No one is going to do that with an EV. No.
Corrosion.
But not too, so.
Well, look at all this white.
Yeah, I mean, that's here's your horn button. Boop, 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 boop.
You know
look how much corrosion's on the airbag in it.
You know the horn is the reverse signal. The sound.
Yeah, I remember you saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what the jerks did? They drilled, rather than unbolting the module, they drilled the bolt heads out. Oh, it looks like they hit them with a Dremel.
Yeah.
So, that's how they put it back in, obviously, for finish and trim. You know, we'll have to consult with the automotive engineers, but I'm pretty sure this is Saturn. Like I said, we can measure. There's several things that will be dead giveaways, like, does it fit? Mm-hmm. Is the hole the same size? Oh, wait, your airbag's there. They just took the inflator off.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what the inside of an airbag looks like.
30-year-old airbag.
Have you ever seen that? Well, so a 96, 97 airbag, I'm a little more inclined to get hit in the face with.
This is all folded appropriately, you know?
Yeah, so it will and split it open when it goes.
Is this some duct tape?
Yeah, probably. So it needs a steering wheel puller. I wonder if I can get it without. Since you are moderately more mobile, you might terribly getting a 19 and a GAC gun. Look at all that corrosion on that. Jeez. But if any of you somehow feel like this isn't the right person for the car, make an argument, but it's not going to be a good one. Also, I'm feeling perfectly fine. I'm just following the manual in the book because most things you can feel and figure out. Dashes are one of those very particular things, and you don't dare do that wrong. And once we get this steering wheel off, I'm going to pick you guys up in a time lapse as we slowly work our way through here. It worked.
Okay, Jared.
There. See? There we go.
That's cool.
All right. Oh, so is there a connector? Or do we? Oh, wow.
Feed it through.
No, so the horn switches, yeah, you physically unplug them to feed it through. There's one torque scround, but the power, because that's the clock spring. There's no connector on the back. Okay. It's more like a bizarre old traditional horn button where that just snaps loose. Okay. That is a lot of corrosion.
And then we have to pull the airbag one through. That one stays.
Yep. Holy crap. Feel that.
Light.
Like, so a steering wheel's not a heavy thing normally, but they're not that light.
Wow.
Here, guys, feel how light it is. That's impressive, isn't it?
Emily texts you.
Well, all right. I'm just going to kick you guys over to time lapse. Billy and I are going to cut off our audio. He's been dying to make some dirty jokes, so. Not really.
It's electric.
Billy. Oh, there. Billy. Billy. What does that say?
221.
What does your shirt say?
212.
It says 221. But you know what the VIN says? 212. Listen, brilliant people often have dyslexia.
Who knows? Who knows?
But look at that. This is a view almost no one has ever seen.
Ooh, filthy.
It's dirty. Yeah, and the last time anyone saw that, it was probably a lot cleaner, I'd say.
Now you can see how they bent the frames.
Yeah,
so
they
look,
cut
now
cut
we can
one
bend them
side.
back.
Cut one side, just yanked it back. So, I mean, unexpected. That foam is vile. So our next move is we need to strip pretty much everything off the firewall to get that black foam, and then we'll put, so this can get blasted and painted, but once we pull this out, the steering wheels aren't connected anymore. You know, you don't steer the wheels, so you put the front end on the dollies.
We could always move the wheels with our hands.
Yeah, that too. But
we're making this car even lighter now.
a lot of people kept saying, why? Why are we doing that? Because every single layer unveils more and more filth. More and more filth. What do you think?
Yeah. It's dirty.
We're trying to do a proper restoration here.
Well, we're preserving. Preservation. Because I think it's been decided no paint, except for absolutely mandatory.
No paint.
It's operational, clean, very well.
Let's get it running. And let's get
going
it
down the road.
Yeah.
Because
get it running.
I was proud sharing my EV1 driving experience in S10 and how that was the only way anyone was going to get to do it. And Billy had to one-up me.
Don't worry, you'll get to experience this one too, John.
Not comfortably, but I'm definitely driving it.
You could drive it with the seat out.
There we go. It probably won't run. So this is what they do to decommission an airbag bracket. Just rip it to pieces.
Oh, what a shame.
Like, look at that. So these were riveted on
It's all aluminium.
and straight-ish, but it'll make it a little trickier.
Lappy.
But they just cut that all to bits. Like that's Wolverine did that.
439.
Well, look at that progress. There's no more smelly dashboard or under anything. It just looks like kind of a space cockpit. Also, hey Scott. Hey. Octane Eagles here. Good friend of mine that was like, hey, I'm kind of close. Let me see what I can do to come by. And he's hanging out, and then, as car guys do, it doesn't matter if it's for the rarest vehicle you ever work on or just a piece of junk lawnmower. You're hanging out, you're gonna pick up a wrench. So, thank you. He's also, I think, clinically ill because he said he really enjoys door cards and door work.
Yeah, I love doing regulators and stuff.
You're built like I am. We don't have the arms for this.
No, but I can sit down in a chair and just solve the puzzle.
And that's a whole lot better than me on my back, folded in contorted ways.
Yeah,
but
you have the steering column stuff. That's
I will say, on the like, that is such a cool looking firewall. Like, it's very space agey. And again, 221. This car is confusing. So many different numbers. Status update. Trying to get the window out. And we put power to it, and it melted the wires. The motor, it's done, which means the other motor's probably also done.
it's a little crusty.
Who would have thought something that sat for so many years would have weird electrical problems? So we might have to drill a couple rivets out because we do need to get that window scanned, but don't you just love cool friends that just come up and just join right in the mayhem of ripping everything apart? Well, all right, not much has changed in the engine bay, but we have another person showing up to work on it. Hello,
Hey.
who are you?
I'm Grant Inge.
Grant, what are you doing here for?
I own Inge Dry Ice Cleaning.
Dry ice cleaning. So you've seen on the internet the magic of that. There were some doubters here. They're like, no way can it work that great. And then you came up and said all the same things I did. And I want you to kind of point where it's going to work really good and some of the tricks you have beyond just dry ice to kind of restore this to new. So,
Yeah, so it works great on aluminum stuff. You see how, I mean, the aluminum just gets powdered corrosion on it over time, and the dry ice will clean that up great. Anything rubber works magic on.
like literal magic. Like
Yeah.
we've even said off camera, like it doesn't make sense. What it
No.
like it somehow rejuvenates and will make this look like it came right off a shelf. The plastics, the corrugated wire loom, like it.
I'm going to look up the science of that just so I have something smart to say.
To say, because
Yeah.
it's literal magic what it does, but rust. So our rusty hose clamps are the rusty bolts. How is dry ice going to treat that?
So basically, all dry ices would do to this is kind of change the color of it.
Yeah.
It'll knock loose, flaky rust off, but this, it's not really going to do much. So right here, we're going to switch over to our laser rust removal. I know sandblasting was mentioned, but sand makes a huge mess. You're going to get sand everywhere.
You have to be a little more careful because obviously
Yeah,
there's paint
this-
and you're not just.
I don't even know what this is made
Aluminum.
out of. Yeah.
Yeah.
So aluminum, cast aluminum. We're gonna have to be careful around all that. And anything zinc coated like that, you want it to stay zinc coated. Just especially on a car like this, where you're not going to replace that.
Right.
This might be the only thing you could replace.
Yeah, there's a couple bits of hardware. So like the CV axle. How would you make that look good without having to completely tear everything apart?
So with the laser, we can dial it in and be really specific on where we're pointing it and what we're using, just to not damage anything around it. It's going to be on a 2-post lift, so we're going to do what we can see and then turn it over and
rotate.
Yeah,
and then
the other
boot,
side.
Dry ice on the boot.
Yep.
Some of that flash rust will knock off. You may come back with the laser.
Yep.
Ultimately, the transformation isn't going to be immediate in the sense that you're not doing this tomorrow. But in the next couple weeks, while we are waiting for our next big road trip up here, I hear you have a couple rare electric vehicles that will be making a road trip down.
So there's one just over here.
Yeah, one just over there.
You can see the roof line of it maybe.
That's going to come down, so you're going to have a pair of them going.
Yeah.
Where can someone find some of that?
You can find us Inch Dry Ice on Instagram, and we also have a YouTube channel, Inch Dry Ice, and you can find us there. Obviously, we got to start posting some cool stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's not to say you didn't have some cool videos, but it's one of those things, once you've kind of seen the same transformation, you've seen the same transformation.
Nobody's dry iced EV1.
Yeah, no, the literal world firsts happening here, thanks to Billy sharing the experience with all of us. I'll be sure when they do get some of the content up to share, because this is popping up on a lot of different channels, so we need to make sure to point each other. So when Grant gets the content started to film, I'm sure you're going to have little shorts on Instagram before long form. I'll make sure to point you that direction. I really can't wait to see it, because I am tired of how dirty. We're getting less dirty, but it was amazing how filthy we were getting every time we worked on the car. But it's getting less and less. This is after 2 rounds of pressure washing. There was a 1/4 inch of mud and animal feces. We figured a dry icer would appreciate that not being there.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully when you get it back, you'll be wearing gloves just to keep your fingerprints off of it.
So, and then interior, all of this will go, and then, that's just glue, so we don't have to worry about that. But some of the hand Sharpie marks, the silly upside down R, you said you also had a process to protect that.
We got to keep all that stuff. Even just like there's some little messy seam sealer that, we're going to keep all that just because it's part of the car.
We'll confirm. So, like the white, we're planning to actually redo because it is so bad and failed in so many ways. But like the black. But I think you said you kind of mark it with fluorescent paint, so you know.
Just so we can, when you're all suited up, you can keep it in your mind not to blow that off.
So, I'm excited to start to see this transformation. Are you excited, Billy?
I'm super excited.
Right. Here, talk.
I'm super excited to see this transformation.
All right. Well, we still got a lot more work to do and just a few more hours to do it for this round of wrenching, but I feel like this is the biggest transformation in 3 days of work yet. So we don't know if this is GM sabotage or not.
We are not sure.
What do you think? Sabotage or just the weirdest ground or fuse?
Why would the positive of the battery terminal go right to the frame?
So but it has a black boot on it. And the other wire had a positive boot. But in the junkyard with you and me, that was on the positive of the battery. But the other harness we pulled goes to the positive of the PIM, to both fuse boxes, to the battery, but it was hooked up to the ground. I think they're fusing the ground, which is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. You had the idea, because you're Crosley. What's unique about the Crosley other than James May bought one drunkenly?
So the positive lands on the body, so the body's positive.
Yeah, it's
Crosley.
It's what do they call a negative, a positive ground? It's another terminology, but mostly old cars have that, where they flow backwards, and if you put the wrong battery in, you fry everything, like what Tyler Hoover did with his beautiful old classic. But we can confirm, just based on what we're discovering, the fact that the other wire went to our fuse boxes and the positive of the PIM, but was bolted to the ground of the battery, and our fuse box that has a black connector is bolted to the ground. Like, that's... What do you think, Scott? We don't get a dry ice opinion. That
he has a dry sense of humor.
A dry sense of humor. So that's about ready to pull out. we decided to tear it down more, as you can tell. We wanted to have the best opportunity for cleaning, so
Get it all.
we'll have all the harnesses out of the front, and it'll be pretty well stripped, ready for clean. But we need to make notes of that. That's an important discovery.
You just did.
Fused grounds. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I've just never seen it.
I think we're gonna have to check the manual, but I don't think that should be there.
It looks like it belongs. It matches all the other fuses. Are you filming?
I'm filming.
Oh, what for?
I don't know, just get a shot of you taking that out.
Getting the update. We're not going to pull any of the wiring harnesses we're pulling every piece of wiring out of it because I don't think you plan to do this again, Billy.
I don't think so either. One and done.
We want to just get it running, but we want to just get it running right, and the car deserves it, so it's just a little bit of time. It looks so cool.
What happened to everything?
I don't know. The Wolverine came through.
I feel like I'm in a spaceship.
I'm still like, some of the people said it looks simple. It's complex. Like, look at how complex that dash is, and the stamping that took, and then just everything. It's funny to actually see some structural rivets because we found almost exclusive spot welding because those rivets would add 40-ish pounds to the car. So they just set up aluminum spot welding. I wonder if the glue is also just, we're not sure how well it works, but that's how all modern supercars are made.
Hey, Jared.
Yeah?
Can I get your help over here? Oh.
What do you need?
I want to trace this line that goes over the deck lid.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, that's the tag light harness. We'll get that in 1 second. We've got a couple more clips to pop here.
Okay. It's pretty spacious back here.
Not for my width. Well, actually, my width would probably get in there, but not the length.
Well, you know, the spec was that you needed to fit 2 full-size golf bags in this trunk.
That's always been the standard, even for their Corvettes.
Those GM corporate golfers.
All right, so we're underneath getting the last of the harness removed, and I saw something that made me laugh. So this is the rear bumper. The bolts have flags on them. Beautiful. That means you just tighten the nut on this side. But when they riveted it, this had a little bit longer tag on it. They still just put the bumper cover on, and it bent the mounting bracket where it's sitting against the rivet head. Now, the other thing I found, what is your thought on what I described that I found?
Oh, the fact that we have our ground connected with a Phillips head plastic rivet.
Yeah, a plastic hold pin.
Plastic hold pin?
Yeah, plastic rivet, plastic hold pin, plastic clip. This is the ground for your brake actuator systems, and that's just a plastic push pin, like you do for trim.
That's crazy.
So I feel like this is one of those times where I would like to add a gram of weight, tap that hole, and put probably a 1032 machinist screw in.
You know, adding weight will hurt the efficiency. However, you're in luck because our new battery will be removing some weight.
Okay, how much weight are we removing?
About 100 pounds, but then we're gonna add in a BMS, so we got some pounds for you.
Okay, so I need a gram. I've got a gram.
It's all yours.
Awesome.
You can have 2.
So that's a thing.
Although I feel like
Doors off. All right, they might give me a bag. Here we go.
All right, let's get this binnacle cover opened up so we can see what we're working with. I'm hoping that's mostly foam. These spring clips, we're gonna have to find some new ones if you have an idea. Just the standard U with spring tension. Drop a line. Best I can tell, should just be that's one coming loose. While they're doing a bunch of inventorying, I was going to try to get these torn into to see what fun we have in store. We already know we have one board needing major repair. And it's one of those things we work with a whole lot of people. This is a community project. Like, you guys can be like Data. But the idea of just instantly decide you're replacing stuff isn't an option, because, you know, this isn't around. That is so cool. One sec. Come on and unplug careful. There we go. All right, there's a speaker you're gonna have to track down, Billy. This is where you get frantic. Everyone has to leave soon. Trying to clean, organize. Oh, there we go. All right, scary, but I don't think lost. Well, sir, you're only about 17 minutes behind schedule getting to the airport.
It could be worse.
It could be worse. Listen, I know a lot of people are going to look at that and say we've made it worse, but what do you feel like? It's yours.
When there's a car that's got a big hole in the windshield, that's sitting in a garage with a big hole in the ceiling.
That turned into a funnel.
Yeah, this was just a bucket of water for a decade.
And
Smelled
must
great.
and animals, and it somehow still has a slight aroma, but that's all going to get fixed. Like all of the corrosion, the grime, that's going to be gone soon. I really can't wait. I know
I am so excited.
you've seen enough videos and pictures of what happens.
Yeah.
This car, it might look better than new.
It's going to look so good.
Just everywhere. Thank you again for one,
Thank
sharing
you.
it with me and sharing it literally with everyone, because, you know, the people who built them and the few trade school students who got to work on them have ever seen this level of detail.
Wow.
Or that little fudgery, like on that rear bumper where the thing is bent and or how they just smashed it with a hammer on the assembly line to make that fit. I mean, I love it.
They truly were hand-built cars, and
By a group of people, I think, that legitimately loved the project.
you know, us taking this car apart down to this level of detail gives us a true appreciation for why GM crushed these cars.
There's a lot of structure that is good. I don't feel like it's that bad. Give them a little more credit. But
It's not that it's a bad car, but you could just tell that it was not prime time. You know, this was not going to be building 10, 20, 30, 40,000 a year like this.
Yeah, not even close. But there it is, the EV1 motor. We still don't know the answer of what's the difference inside.
We don't. And
We can open an S10 motor. I don't feel like we pull that and open that. Like,
Yeah, no.
I'm brave to tear a lot of stuff up. I'm really not ever afraid to. You know, when old career, we had the 4th GTR in the US and I tore it all apart and put it back together. But they still were making those.
Yeah, I wonder, like, GM must have took all the motors out of these cars before they were crushed. So where did they end up?
Did they?
Did they get scrapped?
Or did they just crush everything? But take a good look. This is the last time. Also, this is the last time we're going to have this much progress in a 3-day work weekend.
Indeed.
I'm not saying this was easy, because it wasn't, but it is easier than going back together, because we're doing all of the right. We're doing every piece of wiring loom coming back will be hand cleaned. Some will be ultrasonic cleaned. It's going to be re-loomed. We've got to track down some clips. So I think our next goal is 5-ish weeks from now, 4 to 5 weeks, we might have the parts to build what goes in that T. We might be building our battery and some more parts cross-referencing.
Yep.
And we may have a little bit more lead on the glass. We've got scans made. We're working on CAD. Once we get that done, we get our friend to fire up his giant CNC. Our friend, buy seats, buy friend. We get him to fire up, and we're actually going to cut a fake one out of wood just to see. And we might actually, with our drawing, oversize to then glue to the surface of this to try to protect what's there, just because, you know, you're the one making more.
We're going to have a lot of windshields, so if anyone wants an EV1 windshield,
Yeah.
please reach out.
Cost plus 20%.
Overall, though, I'm just really excited. You know, if you look under the car and all the visible pieces of aluminum, it's just corroded and
from
filthy.
sitting. It's, yeah, if we get down here, I still love the fiberglass rod links for the 4-link, just to save weight. But yeah, all of this, hopefully, the next time we see it will look new. Also, do want to mention, some of that really cool, fun, like security cam footage. Billy is going to be working on kind of compiling all of it into one. We've had a lot of people offering support, asking how to support the project. This isn't Billy saying you're in over your head. It's people have been asking, how can we help bring this back? So he's going to have a Patreon. What is it?
Yep. You can find us on Patreon. It's going to be V212 EV1.
So nice. I'll have a link down below. That's still getting put together, but we've talked mega cuts. Potentially when we're doing the thrashes, we'll fire up a live stream a little bit and kind of fun stuff there. Also, he will be able to track and have all of us in one central spot for our video links.
Yes.
So you can go see Declan's, you can see mine, the cleaners, anyone else who ends up with hands-on sharing the rebirth of this car.
Tons of photos, videos that no one else will be seeing will be on that Patreon. We'll have different levels for people to be a part of this, and some levels will even come with some team swag.
So maybe not that. It'll be founder. That's for the workers, but founder, right?
Yeah.
But either way, I wanted to mention it because I have had people asking. That's not to say that you can't fix it. It's just people want to help, and it is kind of the people's EV1.
This is the Rebel EV1.
The Rebel EV1. Especially always going back to Sawyer and all of his stories about all of the fights and all the craziness. So
that's going to be a great day when Sawyer's here to
see it and drive it. Maybe we get him out for even one wrench weekend to help put it back together. But they have got to get to the airport. I have got about 4 hours of computer things to do in about 20 minutes, and then I have an 8-hour drive. It won't be as bad as the 8-hour drive up and then the 8.5-hour workday. That one was rough, but
yeah, but we were running on passion and adrenaline.
Absolutely. You know? I mean, that was more sleep than you had when you guys got here and got it.
Oh yeah, when I picked this car up, you know, I came off a red-eye flight. I got it here finally by the end of that day, and then stayed up for another 48 hours tearing things apart, cleaning it.
So, also, I want anyone on the engineering team. Is this just a line number? Why does it say 221 everywhere instead of 212? Because I don't think Vin's getting signed till the very end, but it's still, or did a line worker have dyslexia? It's a hard word for me to even say.
Could be an honest
So you know
mistake.
the way the outro shoot. I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
I'm Jared, reminding you guys to always make questionable choices and
subscribe to the Questionable Garage.
No, you're supposed to say something witty.
Oh.
This is going to be 2 episodes in a row. James couldn't figure one out either. And he's even done it before. It's like always make questionable choices and don't be afraid to spend $100,000 on a broken car or follow your dreams
don't use your brakes.
Don't use your brakes. Fair enough.